So I'm with Austen Rawlings right now. He's the one that encouraged me to start my podcast, and he says he does not want to be on my podcast.
I do.
So when are you going to be on the Donnell Rawlings Show?
No.
Now? Are you ready? What kind of questions are you going to ask?
This. Have you seen the duck in a pants?
Have you seen a duck in the pants?
Uh-huh.
Now, what is that?
A bear.
A duck in the pants is a bear. Is that your favorite joke?
Actually, a duck in the pants and with no wings, just a beak, 2 beaks.
2 beaks?
Mhm.
I
And it's not yellow, it's red.
think you need to start working on some new jokes.
That is my new joke.
Okay, well, you might not have a few.
And I'm gonna say some new jokes too.
So what do you...
Is have an apple, and if you put it in the water, it explodes dog out in purple color.
Who do you think you're going to tell these jokes to? Kids?
No grown up.
If I try not to interrupt. If I try not to interrupt. Yo. I try not to interrupt. Yo. I try not to interrupt. If I try not to interrupt. If I try not to interrupt. I try not to interrupt. Yo. I try not to interrupt.
Here we go.
I don't give a
I
fuck.
don't want to be... Wait, am I live still? Oh, hold on. All right, hold on, y'all. I'm hanging up. Silver Spring, Maryland. Hold on.
Live on podcast.
No, don't try. How people gonna try to tell me how to run my goddamn podcast? You're so disrespectful.
All right, now un-Bluetooth that.
I unbluetoothed it. Man, this is a man's world. They call it. Say I ain't got nothing I want to talk about on this show. I'm hanging up on you, but hold on. All right, so we Bluetooth, right? We ready? Right? Hold on, let me see. Hello?
We have to get a shot at Javan to fix in the poster, though, right? Is that true?
Why you want to blow up? What the fuck we doing, man? Hold on, y'all. Hang up. Hold on. Podcast. Connected. All right. I think I could take the next call. Uh-oh. All right. That's right. This is your boy, Donnell Rawlings. This is the Donnell Rawlings Show. We just added new technology. We're taking live phone calls. Out! They hung up. I do have some stuff I want to talk about, but I want to see if they want to talk
Go
to.
live on there. Leave it.
Go live.
Go live.
All right, we still live. All right, hold on. Who is this? Caller, you on the air. Hello? Man. Oh, wait a minute. Hello? Hello? Turn my
Hey,
vo-
it's Sabrina from Phoenix. What's up?
Hey, what's up, Sabrina from Phoenix? How you doing?
I'm doing well. Just saw you on the ground. Thought I'd give you a call to give you some big ups. I really appreciate what you're doing, and I'm really enjoying your podcast.
All right, first off, don't ever call here and talk about, hey, Donnell, like we got some type of history, because you know people are petty. You're supposed to call up here like you're just an extreme supporter of the comedy and the Donnell Rawlings Show. Have you watched the podcast or listened to it?
I have.
What do you think about it?
Religiously.
What do you think about it?
It's different. I like your voice. It's refreshing to have somebody who has no filter and just kind of says things how it is.
Right.
I appreciate it. You know, I'm somebody who wants to do a podcast myself, and seeing how you kind of started from the ground up.
So what's stopping you?
I've done it. I have 2 episodes in, but I had to put some more work into it.
You know, the best thing, and the best thing because my inspiration came from Joe Rogan. But one of the best things for me was, and he told me, he was like, Donnell, everybody thinks it's easy, but the most important part is you got to put the work in. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, it's and I'm just new to it myself. This would be episode, what episode would this be? 11. This would be episode 11, but I do understand that you have to put the work in, not just with this, with just anything in life. Everybody always wants the rewards or something, but they don't want to put the work in. So if I can inspire you to do anything, you got 2 in, you already broke through because you did it. You decided you wanted to do it, and you did it. But the next step is being consistent with it, which I'm trying to do myself, and I will definitely support it. Go to my Instagram page, right, and just send me information for the podcast. Maybe I could podcast on your podcast while you podcasting on my podcast.
Let's do it. Definitely. That would be dope.
What is your podcast about?
It's called The Random Hour, and it's just that it's anything and everything under the sun. Just talking about politics, current events.
Do you ever do
a little bit of everything?
I know this is only your second one, but did you ever do these?
Did I ever do what? I'm sorry.
Did you ever do these?
What?
These nuts! Okay. That's one thing when you're doing your podcast, if you're going to throw punches, you got to bob and weave. Don't let me catch you out there with a nut joke. All right? All right. Don't show me love. Don't disrespect me. It was just a joke, okay?
No, I appreciate you. I appreciate everything you do, and I appreciate you.
All right,
thanks
for calling. The only reason I'm doing this is because this is one of the features on my podcast. On the roadcast, I got a Bluetooth. So let me take this call from Maryland, all right? Thank you for calling, okay?
All right. Much love.
Yo, what?
Yo, what's good, bro?
What?
Yo, man, I fuck with your podcast, bro. I just really think that
you fuck with my podcast, son. You ain't got no slow jams to fuck with? Yo, if you fucking with my raspy voice, then you're gonna be in trouble, son. That's automatic from erection to like.
Yo, you from DC, bro? You representing the vibe, bro. You representing that energy.
I'm from the area, DMV, so I'm really born in Washington D.C. I moved to Alexandria, Virginia, but it was so much beef between D.C., Maryland, Virginia for no reason. Because if you think about it, all of them pretty much similar, same thing, Beltway. So somebody came up with the clever idea of calling it the DMV. D.C., Maryland, and what's going on? Something funny? What? Somebody came up with the idea. I got somebody laughing. Somebody came up with the idea called it the DMV, District, Maryland, and Virginia. So what is it that you like about the podcast more than anything?
What I like about it more than anything is that you show the making of you more so than trying to show a polished production, if you get what I'm saying. You want to bring people more into the idea of selling yourself as a person. And bro, that's who you are. You a funny motherfucker as a person.
So basically what you're saying, my production is bootleg as shit.
No. I'm saying you look into the future in the sense where the production needs to reveal itself more. I feel like creators being more authentic is what's drawing in more people anyway. And I feel like everybody loves to see how something that they love is made. More so than.
It's so funny you say that because when I first started, the first one we ever did, I was with Kate Quigley, and shout out to Kate Quigley. One of these days she'll come back. I don't know what. She might be locked up or something. But I didn't want to lie to the audience. I told myself that, I could have possibly went and tried to get a big budget studio. I could have probably went and tried to get corporate sponsorship, a whole bunch of things. But I said, let me start from the rarest, barest situation that could be. That would be in somebody's living room. Production wasn't crazy. We didn't have no props. We didn't have anything. But I said that I wanted to
rather build all of that on top of that organic.
Damn, nigga, can I say something, son?
I'm the interrupter though, bro. I'm the
No, son. I'm trying not to interrupt. You cannot interrupt me, son, when I'm interrupting you.
Bro, that's my struggle on my podcast. I interrupt too much, man.
Yeah, but you know what? That's because you have thoughts that you want to get out there. Sometimes people don't understand it.
I want to add to the conversation.
This nigga's interrupting more than me. There you go. Add to it. But I appreciate the fact that you like the rawness of the Donnell Rawlings Show. We started from scratch. We're up to like 26,000 subscribers right now. It's buzzing in the street. Some people are beefing with me. Sway from Sway in the Morning is beefing. Heather B's beefing with me. The Breakfast Club is beefing with me. Charlemagne is beefing with me. Envy is beefing with me. Half of the Wu-Tang is beefing with me, but they can't stop because I'm gonna address all the beef, son, and I'm popping everybody off one at a time. But I appreciate you liking the rawness of it and the energy of it because I feel like I'm starting to get my groove, and it's starting to be more fun. And like every day I'm like, man, I can't wait to get up there and talk to the people again. So I appreciate the call.
Yeah, no doubt, bro. Keep doing your thing, man. It's
All
love.
right, thank you. You probably, some people, we got another call. Who is this? The same person? The Donnell Rawlings Show. What's popping?
Hey, what up, Dunn, son?
Done, son. How many slings you got, bruh?
Hey, I'm looking at the IG live feed,
Right.
and your audio is low. I don't know if it's connected to Bluetooth or what. We can't hear you, son.
All right, if you can't hear me, guess what? If you can't hear me, I gave y'all the number, 323-420-6140. Live ending. Y'all make sure y'all check out this episode this week, the Donnell Rawlings Show. Bye, bitches. Now, back to you.
Yo.
That was it. Oh, back to you. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh.
We not live no more, son. We off live. You just a regular person right now.
Oh, word.
You
Okay.
You nervous about being regular? You got
No,
nervous.
not at all.
You thought you was
I'm
sexy
like-
on live. You like on the podcast right now. What's your name?
My name is Christian, calling from Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland, Ohio. Oh, that's the home of the Sliman's corned beef, son.
Oh, what you know about that?
I know about all that, son. I know about all the meat. Pause. But you got to pause, motherfuckers. Thanks to Charlemagne
right,
and him
right.
and Charlemagne and
Ass
him,
man.
Charlemagne trying to normalize everything.
Yeah,
everything.
Yeah, that's my guy, though. That's my guy.
Man,
He's a little funny
don't
at it, but that's my guy.
Don't call here talking about Charlemagne is your guy, son. You can't do that. And he's all right with me, but you can't. He normalized everything, son. You think it's something
Yeah, he
normal
do.
about somebody bringing balls and ass out for every guest to go up there?
No, that ain't normal.
That
Not
ain't
at
normal.
all.
But that's your man, right?
I mean, that's my
Don't
guy.
try to
I met him a
cop a
couple
plea.
times.
That's a guy. That's what.
That's my. I mean, he's cool. I mean, he ain't did no stupid shit like that to me. But I mean, obviously, he don't know me like that. So maybe he think it's okay for people he know.
So
Or think he
okay,
knows.
so you and Charlemagne are good friends, right? It's Christmas.
No.
No, let me explain.
No.
It's Christmas. And he says, give me your address or a P.O. box, right? I want to send you something, right? This is your man, right? He said, I
Right.
want to send you something. You all happy and shit. You probably got a reindeer hat or a Santa Claus elf hat. You got your ugly Christmas sweater. You cited shit like, oh my God, Charlemagne got me a gift. You go to the P.O. boxes, right? You go to P.O. box and then you open up a box and it's a ass and balls. Is that still gonna be your friend?
I mean, we
Well, why you
could
stuttering?
probably still be friends, but I'm gonna have to holler at my man a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what part of the game is that, son?
But are you gonna take the ass out the box? Breathe heavy. Are you gonna take it out the box, split it open, and investigate, do a body search? Are you gonna do that? Are you gonna put your finger in the
No,
butt?
I'm a return to sender.
Return and say
Address on.
that means you gotta handle the ass, bro.
I got a what?
If you return to sender, that means you gotta take the ass out, then you gotta put it back in the box. So,
Well, I mean, I'd open the box and
man,
seen
you
the ass.
suspect. Look, man, you suspect too. Get off my phone, please. I don't know if this phone call thing gonna work. We really don't have no lotion.
We have no lotion. We never have lotion, Donnell. You know we never.
We
have
don't.
Lotion.
We don't have to know. All right, for that, like this, I did. So that voice you're hearing, if you watched the last 2 episodes, it was a person that I introduced to the Donnell Rawlings Show. Her name is Javanta Roberts, and a lot of people. Hold on, people. Hello. Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Yo, why everybody calling and talking about what's up like they already know me? What's up?
I do know you.
Who is this?
TV. I know you from TV.
Oh, I thought you knew me. I got nerves and shit, son. I was just out in that Sacramento area. I was like, I ain't do nothing, man. I don't know what
Nah,
y'all
you
talking
was.
about.
That's why I got beef with you for hating on Sacramento like that.
Why you got beef with me?
Because why you gonna hate on Sacramento?
I didn't hate on Sacramento. What I'm saying is, I didn't know if you knew the relationship I had with Sacramento, if I did something that possibly could subject me to some bad PR. That could be the case in some place, but I know for sure it's not Sacramento. So my question,
Sacramento is kind of trash though too.
it is, but my question is, and I'm really talking about the Donnell Rawlings Show. We were live, but we're actually doing a podcast right now. What are the things that you like about the Donnell Rawlings Show, and maybe some of the things you don't like about the Donnell Rawlings Show? Because I believe that if you listen to your critics, sometimes it can help you grow. But if they're not saying the right shit, you can say fuck out of here.
Well, I mean, for me, like, I would always look up, like, any stand-up. I remember I saw you, my stepdad showed me your stand-up when you was talking about reading in front of the class and the Korean Chinese and Japanese Chinese. And since then, I've just been looking for all your content. So I think it's cool that you actually have an avenue where we can regularly see you on YouTube. And I like that it's not just comedy. You talk about serious stuff. And also funny stuff. So it's a perfect mixture, too.
You know what? Your voice gives me the impression that you're educated.
Yeah.
You went to college?
Yes, I did.
And another side, you said your stepdad. So your biological father is or was not in your life?
I got 3 dads.
God damn, nigga.
Lucky.
Yo, first off.
And they're all straight, though.
They straight? Oh, all right, first off, this is going to lead to a good conversation. And my conversation for the topic today, how important it is to have your father in your life. For some people, it's a strained relationship for different reasons. For some reason, out of control, death. For some people, incarceration. For some people, that it was just a skeet and move on. But I've never heard of a situation. I'm pretty sure it's possible. But what is a situation where you have 3 dads?
Well, I got my dad that raised me since I was little. And then my mom was married to my stepdad since I was like 2. So I've always had him in my life. And then I got a, birthday present DNA ancestry, did that, and then found out there's a biological switch up.
What? So
yeah.
wait a minute.
It's a biological
switch. Man, I need to call my lady Lauren Lake, man, from paternity court. Oh, so what happened was one man thought it was his baby. He raised you as his for years and years, and then DNA test. And then you got a stepdad in between that. And the DNA test revealed that the person that you thought was your biological dad. How long did you think he was your biological dad?
About 20 years.
21 years? Motherfucking years. I know I ain't trying to profile, but you're black, right?
Yeah.
Why can't white people have these same goddamn problems? So 20 years later, you found out that the person that was your biological dad wasn't your biological dad.
Yeah, no, that's what it is.
What was the events that made either you, your mom, or the father want to find out?
I just got DNA ancestry for my birthday.
Oh, nigga, see that shit setting the black community up, son. Did that? You got that? You opened up. You was like, hold up.
No, yeah, it was. I was scrolling. I was looking because I'm my dad that raised me is like half white, half black.
Right.
So I was looking for my white family on my DNA ancestry, and it was just all niggas, just throughout the whole list. And I knew I had a white family that
Wait a minute. So your what you thought your biological father was biracial.
Yeah.
So you wanted to learn more about your white side. So you got the DNA.
Well, I want to learn all sides, but I knew that I was supposed to be have more white family. So I grew up with them, so I was looking for them on the whole family list, and there was like no white people at all.
Damn, son. How did that affect the relationship with your biological family? How did that affect the relationship with all your fathers since you a show off? I know people don't got no fathers for you since you a show off with 3 dads. How did that affect each relationship?
Well, I can't. I'm not telling the one that raised me. Because it's not a smart move to do. But then everyone else is cool. It's hard at first, but instead of looking at it like I lost like a dad or family, I just pretty much gained new family stuff. Got three new sisters. I guess I'm an uncle now, so I had to look at it positively, and it's all good now.
What it sounds like, I know it's hard for me to tell from someone's voice. It sounds like you turned out to be a pretty all right dude. You know what I'm saying? You're luckier than a lot of people. I know you got 3 dads. I know some people that just want a dad, period.
Yeah.
So is there anything that you would want to say to one of the 3 dads that you have?
See you on Maury.
See, it's too late, nigga. You sound like you like 30, nigga. It's a wrap. Ain't nobody running in the back for you right now, man. I like the fact that you don't have no resentment toward everybody, and then you had a childhood or you were raised in a structure where not only did you have one dad, usually they go to the store and they don't come back. A lot of kids are abandoned. You know what I mean? A lot of kids are not even they're not even thought about anymore. But I appreciate the fact that you seem like you turned out to be a cool kid, a cool man rather, and you have a relationship and you understand what the most important thing is, and that's having that support base and people that love you.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, definitely.
All right, so Donnell, what do you want to say to the Donnell Rawlings Show, the people out there that's not listening already? What should they know?
If you're looking to be highly entertained, informed, and just watch something that's really going to change your day, tune into the Donnell Rawlings Show.
That shit was soft as shit. What? No gangsters in none of your fathers was gangsters, son? Right.
No, they all. I'm the only non-military one out of my whole family. So.
Oh shit, man! Shout out! I was in the Air Force. Shout out to your family for serving. All right.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Take it easy.
All right.
All right. It's so funny. I'm going to cut this off because it's going to be a distraction. It's so funny that the conversation from the other guy is the relationship that he had with his fathers. Because I think that's the most important thing to do. A father could be is a father. And it's so funny because my son, everybody know, I talk about my son all the time, every day, because I love him more than anything. But this dude is so funny. Like, he don't understand, like, what it is for a father not to be around. In fact, over the holidays, we were on the East Coast, and he was with his grandma, but she's so young that she refuses for anybody to call her grandma. You got to call her Mima. And I went to the store, and my son told his Mima, my daddy abandoned me. And she's like, what are you talking about? Don't ever say that. My son said I abandoned him because I went to the store. A lot of fathers go to the store, but they don't come back. I'm like, that must really show the connection he had for me to be gone for a couple of hours and he thinks he's abandoned. I was like, you don't know abandoned like I know abandoned. I know, not me personally, but I know people that dads have played that role. I'm going to the store to get a pack of cigarettes and never come back. You know what I'm saying? And people like, God damn, how long was that cigarette? It was like 10 years long. How the fuck you smoke a pack of cigarettes for 10 years? But I always talk about the importance of fathers being in their kids' life because you mold the kids. The time that you spend with a kid early on is should be, and a lot of times, be reflective of the character and the character traits that they will build. I spend a lot of time with my son. My son is funny. My son has to be funny. I'm funny. My son not being funny would be almost like Magic Johnson's son not wanting to play basketball. Yeah! Is it too soon? No. I'm saying, is it too soon? No. I'm just saying, I'm just drawing it would be if he wasn't funny, I would deal with it and I would say it would be very, very frustrating. Mm-hmm. I had and this is not a continuation of last podcast, I had a great relationship with my father as the times I got to spend with him. And when he passed away, my brother, he didn't give him because he was dead. But when my father, first off, my father, he didn't like Valentine's Day. I guess when you got over 9 different, I don't even know what the number is, kids from different people, you don't really appreciate Valentine's Day that much. And I remember my father used to always be like, man, fuck Valentine's Day. And the irony of that was 2 years ago, he passed away on Valentine's Day. So if there was any person that could dead Valentine's Day for me for the rest of my life, he gave me an excuse not to celebrate Valentine's Day. Where my roses, where my chocolate? Fuck that, man. My father died on Valentine's Day. I'm mourning, bitch. I can't celebrate anymore. But I was, my brother gave me a box of, when my father passed away, a box of hats. And one day I was going through the hats, and my son pulled up on me. He was like, Daddy, what is this? I was like, these are some of your granddad hats. And I started telling the story of my dad through these hats. And I didn't extend it to like the type of hats that I used to wear and what it meant to me, which inspired me to come. And you already know that I'm an author. You know that, right?
Yes.
I'm a Brownsville bestseller. Brownsville bestseller, you only have to sell like 10 books and do your bestseller. But I came up with the idea, along with an educator I know, Marshall Kroger, to do a book. And the book is called Austen's Dad's Hat. I even got a copy of it. The Breakfast Club. Thank you, Javanta. I was talking about her earlier. Javanta's a good friend of mine. In the streets, I call her my daughter. Nobody wants to believe it.
Girl dad.
Girl dad. I'm a girl dad. But I came with the idea of writing this book, and basically this book is about this book is about me traveling back in time, sharing some life experiences that I've had with my father, with my son through hats. I was on the Breakfast Club, and they hated on me because it was only at the prototype. This isn't too much of an upgrade from where we started, but this is the layup. This is going to be the layout of Austen's Dad's hats. That's me, and that's my son. And I've never read it. And the idea of this book, when it's ready to be printed, whether you buy it or not, the whole idea of this book is to encourage you to create memories. Even if you don't read the book, even if you're like, man, I didn't like it, it didn't rhyme, whatever makes you not satisfied with it. All I wanted this book was to do was inspire people to spend more time and create memories with it. Javanta.
Yes.
Do you want to read it?
Why are you so scared to read the
No,
book?
I'm not so scared to read the book. Ain't nobody scared to read the book. Y'all always. I'm not scared. I'm just telling you. When I was I'll read it. I don't have no problem with reading it, but it was just I was traumatized when I was a kid. I was always a prankster, and I've even talked about this on Showtime. I was always a jokester, always joke with people, always joke with people. And the thing that intimidated me the most when it was time to read out loud. When it was time to read out loud, and it wasn't I couldn't read, I just didn't want to lose my place. If you lose your place as a kid that mess with everybody, they're going to tear your ass up. Yep. So I was traumatized. But, all right.
Just hold your finger over each word. Hold your finger over each word.
The dedication. This book is dedicated to Austen's granddad, Charles Box Greer. That's my dad's street name. That's his gangster name. That's what everybody knew him as. When he not dabbled, but he was a Muslim. His Muslim name was Kareem. So the people that knew him as Kareem probably never bought drugs from him, but the people that did. All right. And you know what's so funny about me reading this book? In my son's school, this week, in fact, tomorrow, they have this thing. I went to drop my son off to school the other day, and I told some of the teachers there that I was writing a book. They was like, yeah, whatever. And then I was telling them the progress of it. I was telling them I'm getting close to getting it done. And it was like, oh, that's kind of cool because this week is parent readout, whatever they do. Like, it's book day. And she looked at me like, it's book day. Looked at me right in my eyes like, you ready? I was like, I don't think I feel too good. I was like, I don't feel too good. And she was like, what's wrong? She was like, I was like, I'm going to be honest, I'm a little scared. For one part in the book particularly, it's nothing perverted or anything like that, but it's something that certain cultures might not understand. But I said, I don't know if I'm ready. She said, you're scared? I was like, a little bit. She's like, you can perform for thousands of people, but you're afraid to perform for 12 4-year-olds. I was like, you got that right. Because kids are cruel. They don't have no filter. They already calling me old head. They always talking about, what's that on Austin's dad's chin? They be cracking jokes. But my son goes to like a private preschool, and it's like all white dads, and white dads be old. One thing I do like about this school is all old heads dropping their kids off. It's all old head. Everybody got this. Everybody got this. But it's dads that love their kids, and they try to give them the best opportunity. So Austin's Dad's Hats by Donnell Rawlings. Austin, don't I gotta change my voice?
Yes.
I gotta change my voice. I can't be like, Austin, his dad loved to play with the hat game, right? And this is what I want to say, when whoever buys this book, I encourage you to change how you read it. Austin and his dad loved to play the hat game. From one hat to two hats. No one hat's the same. And you see, it's a picture of Austin and his excitement with me coming home. This is actually animated off of this is how he really is.
Yeah.
Austin loves his dad's, wait a minute, hold on, slow on, because it's the format. Austin loves when his dad comes home, when he thinks his dad is so cool. I wrote that. Austin don't really believe that. His dad's a traveling comedian, and laughter is his fuel. When his dad stays, they play with a trunk full of hats sorted in the attic. With all types of hats, they play the hat game, telling tales funny and dramatic. Austin will never forget the day that they found the trunk of hats. Hats and hats and hats and galore. Hats for this and that. This is the first copy. Every hat comes with a story, some good, some funny, some sad. And one thing's for sure, it's never boring when Austin plays hats with his dad. Then you see me and Austin playing the hat game. If you can see in that trunk, there's a chef hat, because everybody knows I can cook. Everybody knows I throw down, except for Heather B and Sway. Okay. The first hat pulled from the trunk is the chef's hat that used for cooking. Mixing the right ingredients makes dad dishes good looking. That means that my presentation is off the chain. How many of you guys love pancakes? Like, if you don't get it right, you got to be animated and really go into it. They laugh and sometimes make a mess, but their meals are always yummy. From smoothies through to pancakes, they're always treats for the tummy. This is what you have to do when you're reading the children's book. So,
You trying to practice?
I'm practicing. That's the first copy. I'm practicing because this is going to mean a lot for me to go to my son's school and to be, I want to say I'm a guest speaker, like, just because they didn't have any other black parents to read a book during Black History Month. It's very limited on black people in that school. But it's a good school, and I'm excited about it. That is the first version. That's the first version I did. And when I did the first one, I wasn't really comfortable with it because I didn't have the rhythm and the rhyme part of it. But I do have another copy. I'm going to read it on Friday, this Friday, meaning today, if this drops today. And I'm going to see what the feedback is. I know kids can be cruel. I know they're already calling me granddad and those type of things. But I'm going to see how I'm received in the literary world. I think I can go bestseller.
And how soon before people can actually buy the book?
It's never going to be ready.
Okay.
I mean, it's going to be ready, but we're a year in right now. No, it's going to be ready. It's going to be ready within a week. Again, the intent of it, I wasn't trying to take myself too serious, but the idea of, sharing stories about different hats, what they meant to my dad, and what these hats could possibly mean to my son got me excited, and I started working on it. It got me excited about another facet of being a father. Everything I do, I try to make him proud of that.
He looks up to you.
He does look up to me. I'm his superhero.
You're his
If you're not, if you're a father, and if you're a father, and your kid don't look up to you like you're Superman, like you're Flash, and in some cases, some superheroes, you could be. You don't have to be like the sweetest dad in the world. You could be kind of like an Incredible Hulk dad. Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me in my angry. But if your kid does not look up to you like superhero, the best person, the person they want to be about, they want to be like, I don't know what you're doing. I'm not trying to be critical or whatever, but you got to do something, especially up to the age of like 12 or 13. From 2 to like 10, ooh, daddy, my daddy is the best. But this is what I heard on the streets. Once they hit 13 or 14, they start saying like, what? Excuse me? Nah.
Better be ready for that.
Yo, that's when they start saying, nah, Dad, I don't want to do that no more. I mean, you all right. They don't want you to show up. Everything you wear is corny. At first, they wanted to wear your shoes. My son walks around the house right now with my shoes like, Dad, I want to be you. I know when he get like 14 or 15, first off, I'll probably be in a wheelchair. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm going to be in a wheelchair. I'm teaching my son how to save my life right now. I'm telling you. I know I'm going to get to that point where motherfuckers like, we have to make a decision. Yo. And when you get to that point like this, we have to make a decision. Man, motherfuckers be trying to get you out of there, son. If you can't communicate right, yo, I'm teaching my son right now. If I do like this, that means don't let him do it. If I do like this, I'm like this. I can't say, I'll be like this. I can't say Austen. I'll be like this. Don't let him do it, son. Don't let him do it. Try everything. They be like, yeah, look at him. Because, some people take you out. You accidentally nod. You like this. Oh, the quality of life not good. Let's get him out of here. Let's get him out of here. So I'm teaching my son, this means don't let him do it. I'm not ready for the RIP. I'm not ready for the RIP. Is that a bad thing?
No, that's perfectly fine. Yeah.
I know it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
But you're living a great life. You had a great week last week.
Last week was a good week. Last week was a good week for so many reasons because everybody knows that I roll with Dave Chappelle. I open for him when I'm available. But last week was so dope because sometimes I have those weeks where I do my thing and I do my Chappelle thing. And last week, Dave, we did some shows. We did a show in Ohio, part of the Ohio caucus. And Dave, for some reason, Dave fell in love with Andrew Yang. Out of all the candidates, I thought it was weird. And then I thought it was like, oh, because his wife is Asian, it makes sense, Because a lot of people don't know, a lot of people don't really know Andrew Yang's platform, particularly black.
Yeah, I hadn't heard.
But one of his campaign promises is that he wants every household to have $1,000 a month.
Which would be beneficial, I think.
Man, black people didn't know who the hell Yang was. But once they heard that was one of his promises, they was like, Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. Motherfuckers started throwing up the Wu-Tang signal for Yang. But I will say, I didn't know too much about Andrew Yang. But then the things I started learning about him through Chappelle, I don't really hear too many people talking trash about him. I just think a lot of people don't know him. And as crazy as it may sound, for some reason, everything was be hard for people to take. It was hard for people to get with the idea that it could be a black president. It was hard for people to get with the idea of we could have a female president. It was close, but it wasn't enough. And now, what's very interesting is that we are priming ourselves to get with the idea that we could have a gay president. It's so crazy. And the thing is crazy about, not crazy like I'm like not saying it couldn't happen, but I forget the booty check dude is what's his name? Booty check? Yo. Booty check? Booty check. What is it?
I don't know what it is. Booty check.
How do you pronounce it?
Booty check.
You know how to pronounce everything. Booty check? It's Pete.
I believe it's Peter Buttigieg.
Yeah, booty check.
Yo, I mean, I'm a comedian, right? Do you know how many jokes you just get with that name if you're gay? Peter? Booty check? Can we go in the other room before we do that? You know, yesterday I saw them. They was bringing the results from the Iowa caucus were coming in. This is the first time they was all late. I don't know who fucked them with the machines or whatever. This is the only time I heard everybody do a victory speech and nobody knew who won. They was like, it was just like, you could tell it was like an economy club. It was like, stretch. They was like, stretch. And I just want to say, and then I forgot that the dude, Booty Check, was gay until it was, you know, always bring up their spouses and stuff, right? And then he thanked everybody. He thanked everybody. Then he said, I want to thank my husband. I was like, yo, I was like, I didn't know how they was going to, again, I'm not trying to be funny. Well, a little bit, you know, it's something that we're going to have to get used to, but at the same time, it's still just interesting it's just interesting to see that.
If he wins, the first lady will be male. Will they call him the first man?
The first man. Oh,
that doesn't sound right.
Nah, it doesn't be. It would be the first man. It don't sound right, but a lot of things don't sound right.
Right.
50 years ago, black president, ha, 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 ha. That didn't sound right. It don't sound right, but I could see the way that people are evolving in their thoughts and what people perceive to be right and wrong, that it could possibly happen. Oh, you know, even when I watched it, I felt like I took away, and I think how it should be, I took away what his sexuality was. Mm-hmm. I took away. I didn't see him like that. I don't know too much about him, but I see him like a well-spoken guy. Seemed like, to me, you never know with politicians, he seemed like to be an honest guy, but I didn't, I think it'd probably be different. It'd be different if you was like, yas, I'm going to be president, yas. Serving face up in the White House, yas. Hunty, the children have arrived. Let's get the cabinet, yas. That would be different. That'd be different. That would be different.
Well, there have been gay politicians in the past. Shout out to Dennis Perone, who actually helped legalize marijuana.
But was it Yazzie?
Yeah.
It was? But that's got to do with weed, man. We ain't talking about everyday politics. That's a whole different ball game, son.
Yeah, true.
But I like the way you chime in with your fucking punk ass fucking facts and just break out like that's all I got. Let me keep it moving. More power to him. To me, be totally honest, I'm so numb with the whole political shit. I don't fucking like watching CNN anymore.
It's too much.
I don't like to watch Fox anymore. I think it's crybabies on this side, it's bullies on the other side. And I'm just saying, man, whatever you're doing in life, you better figure out a way to get with whatever policy that can help you and benefit your life. And it's going to be things that are going to force people to do other things. You got to think outside the box. As much as people hate Donald Trump for different reasons, I don't think anybody hates Donald Trump because of the economy, because the economy is doing well. I think people dislike Donald Trump for the humanity and the human side of it. That's the hardest thing for people to connect with, because the country is doing well. I saved so much goddamn money in my taxes last year because of his tax plan for small businesses. It would be every right for me to be supportive of that. I'm a veteran. Some of the things that he's done for veterans the last 3 years, they've been some exceptional programs. I really have every right to be like, you know what? I'm going to pull the lever. I'm going to pull the lever for the Republicans just for that money and what my service was to the country. But the thing that makes it hard for me is that the human side of it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just hard for me to connect with him. And he's, for the economy, he's done well because I think he continued the progress that Barack Obama started. Right. And that's the problem with a lot of people and some of their disdain and dislike toward Donald Trump. It's because every time it's like, Obama didn't do this. He did this. I got to rewrite this. But, man, the passing of the baton from Obama to Trump was a lot smoother than a baton pass from Bush. Bush ran past Obama. He dropped the shit.
Had to
run back the other way. So, whoever is the next president, hopefully they do right for the economy and humanity. Is this a shortage in this thing? Because I keep on going in and out. Why do we have a...
Are you going in and out in your headphones?
Yeah.
It doesn't sound that way to me.
No?
Nah. Maybe it's your headphones.
It just looks bootleg.
It looks bootleg?
Yeah, because we got this little piece of tape right here.
Oh, I see.
Maybe none of this. Okay, whatever.
I think you mainly go in and out because you move away from the mic a little bit, and then you don't,
I'm not gonna do this move right here.
No, I'm not saying you go,
No. Yep. But back to last week, having an opportunity to work with Dave Chappelle on that campaign. It was fun. The funniest thing to go to a speakeasy bar and to see Bernie supporters and Yang supporters fighting with each other. It wasn't like a street fight, like, yeah, about the fuck. It was like, oh, yeah, but what do you feel about this? It was just so funny to see them go back and forth. But I had the opportunity to do 2 shows in Ohio with him, and then we went to Charleston, South Carolina. And Charleston, South Carolina is a home of Hootie and the Blowfish. And we did a theater we did years ago. And this time my intro was like, what do you want to come out with? I was like, well, I don't really know. I can't do a little Nas because I did it on my special. And I'm in South Carolina. So I came out, my intro song was Hootie and the Blowfish. It was Hootie and Blowfish. I wanna run with you. Yesterday, I saw you standing there. And I love that song because when Hootie was at the most popular stage, I thought I was Hootie. My friends saw me leave the hood. You remember that? My friends saw me leave the hood for like 3 years. I had the cowboy belt buckles. I had the buckle jeans with the rhinestone in the back.
Some wide legs.
I had boot cut. People like, what you doing? I'm like, I'm about to smash these white girls. I was hoodied up, son. That my diet was at its best. You know what I'm saying? I was when the sun comes up tomorrow, let her cry. Them Becky's was all over, brother. I'm telling you, if you ever think about dabbling dabbling into that goddamn Jungle Fever world, I'm telling you, Hootie and the Blowfish is the soundtrack of your life. I had a good time. But it was so cool that I came out with that. And the audience really, really engaged with it. Especially that song was a good song. And I want to hold you. Yesterday, I saw you standing there. It's a popular song. It's an old song, but I think it kind of lifted up the spirits in South Carolina because after the Kobe thing and a lot of things that were happening during the week and people were upset. But we brought energy. We ripped that. And then I go into Dave's green room and an icon in the world of comedy, in the world of comedic acting, dramatic acting, Bill Murray.
Oh, he's the man.
Bill Murray is the man.
Goat.
Bill Murray is like, when people, I think we overuse GOAT. Somebody get 2 minutes funny jokes and get 3 million hits. Oh, he the GOAT.
Yeah.
He a calf, but he ain't no GOAT. Oh, he's the GOAT. No, he ain't the GOAT. He's nice. Bill Murray is considered one of the GOATs. There's nothing that he hasn't done on a comedic side, on a dramatic side, and he just got one of these faces that look like he's about to crack a joke on you. Mm-hmm. And such a good spirit. Like DJ Trauma, shout out to DJ Trauma. Shout out to Michelle Wolf. Michelle Wolf was also touring with us. Jake, head of security for Live Nation, Cena, Jeff, all our crew. But but hanging with Bill Murray, I know I'm old school, but I just wanted to, and I know I'd have been fanning boy out. I just wanted to go over to him and say, lighten up, Francis. I know it'd have been corny, but I didn't do it. DJ Trauma took a picture with Bill Murray, and I was like, you mind taking a picture with me? I hardly ever ask people for pictures, unless it's Michael Jordan. He dissed me up in the club. But I asked Bill Murray for a picture, and he was willing. He was not excited about taking a picture. He took it, and I said, I want to do something different. And I said, I said, could you do the Wu-Tang sign? And I got on my Instagram. For me to ruin the RZA's podcast and get Bill Murray to throw up the Wu-Tang sign, I think that should be an honorary member of Wu-Tang. What do you think, Dave? Hell yeah. Interrupted. Should I make it official?
I mean, I don't know if we can, but we should petition.
Yeah,
Definitely.
But you're the blackest, whitest hip hop enthusiast. Know everything. This motherfucker know way more hip hop shit than me. This motherfucker.
Oh my God! Say it again.
No,
Thank you.
No, I'm not gonna say.
Oh my God!
That's
on tape.
It is on tape. I already know.
Damn.
White dudes study more.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I was on tour with Souls of Mischief.
Oh,
Twice,
yeah?
So
Doing what?
I DJ'd for them in Europe.
I didn't know you was a DJ,
I used
son.
to DJ back in the day, yeah.
You did? Why you quit? How the fuck you quit DJing?
When the computer shit started popping off, it kind of started boring me, you know, because it came from the vinyl era.
1200s?
Yeah, 1200s.
Right.
And then the whole the battle DJ shit started. A lot of my friends got into that. Shout out to ITF.
So you didn't want to battle?
I never wanted to battle. I was just party DJ, a lot of record collecting, digging. I loved I was super into Pete Rock and Premier.
Pete Rock gonna be on the show. I'm pretty sure he will.
Love jazz music.
DJ Premier, pretty sure. All these guys. So funny thing about it. That's one of the things I really appreciate about being a part of the Chappelle Show. And people are you ever get sick or tired of talking about it? Never. But one of the things that I appreciate about it, what it did for hip hop culture.
Mm-hmm.
Like hip hop culture, like comedy. It was one of the only shows. Well, In Living Color did it.
Yeah,
somewhat.
In Living Color, definitely.
In Living Color did it. But it was just something about Chappelle's show. Like it was like the grit, the rawness. It really brought together hip hop, and hip hop could be comedy, it could be music, it could be a lot of things, but that's one of the things that I really, really appreciate about it. And then I go back and I look at some of those old like impromptu performances, like DMX. Like one of the dopest ones.
The Redman shit was fucking
Redman was
crazy. Oh my god.
That's what we grew up. That created molded culture, especially for my generation.
Right.
That right there was it.
I mean, him in the car with Mos Def, aka Yasin Bey.
Yeah.
All of that, man. And then for me to be like 15 years later, for some of the guys that I looked up to in music, when I run into them, they get just as excited to see me as I am excited to see them. Like a month ago, Eric Sermon. And I hadn't seen him in I don't know how many years. I was in Atlanta. I was doing Wild and Out. I'll talk about that shit too. That was so interesting. And Eric Sermon, I was at this hotel. I was in the hotel lobby. I was like, who the fuck is this fat Eric Sermon looking motherfucker, right? Because you can't, think about it. No disrespect to Eric Sermon, but you ain't gonna never say, who is this skinny looking Eric Sermon motherfucker? You be like, that don't look like Eric Sermon. So I was like, who is this fat Eric Sermon looking motherfucker? And he came over to me and I was like, oh shit, it is a fat Eric Sermon motherfucker, right? But for me, like I grew up like listening to EPMD and I got introduced to hip hop through the military. When I say that, like in DC, we wasn't on hip hop. We was on go-go. We hated rap music. I don't think it was until Scarface started playing with some go-go bands that people got excited about it. But it was all about go-go. And then all my friends was from either Jersey or Brooklyn, and they introduced me to the whole hip hop scene. So I know Eric B, Rakim, Brand Nubian. I used to love Brand Nubian, except for one member now. Motherfucker talk too much. But for me to be able to run into Eric Sermon and he'd be like, oh shit, it's Ashley Lane. I'm like, it's the Green Eye Bandit. And be able to sit down. That's why I say I'm pretty sure some of these guys eventually will be on the podcast because they were a part of hip hop culture as well as me being a part of hip hop culture. If I didn't get anything out of Chappelle's show, the connections and the admiration and respect I got off of it was like just dope.
Yeah, it was like that. Chappelle's show kind of represented a different like era of hip hop, the way that In Living Color kind of represented that 80s shit, like Public Enemy,
right.
and like that whole like beginning era of hip hop.
Public Enemy was man. I was getting out the military the time. It Takes a Million. What was that album?
Takes a Nation of Millions. Yeah.
Takes a Nation. I was going through. I was in the Air Force, and every time I walked through the gate, I used to play. I got a letter from the government the other day, and I'd be looking. I opened and read it and said they were suckers. They wanted me for the Air Force or whatever. Picture me giving a damn. I said never. Here's a land that never gave a damn about a brother like me and myself because they never did. I wasn't with it, but just that very minute it occurred to me. The suckers had authority. Cold sweating as I dwell in my cell. How long has it been? They got me sitting in the state pen. I got to get up, but I thought that thought before. I contemplated it playing on the cell floor. Public Enemy serving time into the... Oh, yeah, he forgot that part. But that's like one of the only joints I can go like word for word. But Public Enemy was an inspiring group right there. It meant so much. And so funny. As serious, that's what I should have did. I should have told motherfucker when I did the RZA podcast, it was like Public Enemy with goddamn Flavor Flav. You got the person that's spitting the serious shit, and you always need a, yeah, boy. Y'all know what it is.
Hell yeah, the hype man.
The hype man. That's what I am. That's what I am to the world. That's what I'm going to be. I think that's what I'm going to be to the podcast world, to my life, to my son. I'm going to be my son's hype man for the rest of my life. That's what I'm going to be.
I love that. You're the podcast. You're the hype man, the podcast world's hype man.
That's it.
Yeah.
And last week, I was feeling not really down, but I was just feeling in a different space. Sometimes you never know where the comedy is going to come from. Mm-hmm. You don't know where the serious is going to come from. It just comes out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. But like, again, me last week, being on the road with Dave Chappelle, getting a chance to meet Bill Murray, seeing the sight of the Yang Gangs, people excited for the person they hope will be the next president. It's very doubtful. The numbers look so low. But just being around all of that positive energy was great.
It's great to get those ideas out. Universal basic income. It's like something that people are going to know the name of now and talk about. That's the $1,000 a month.
Yeah, and with every positive thing, there's always something negative.
Sure.
The negative for me was, we all know whenever I'm in New York, I do the whole press scene, Hot 97, Breakfast Club, Sway in the Morning. Sway in the Morning, I really, really like that show. I got a history, great history with them. Sway was the first person to ever give me an opportunity on New York radio. He was doing a morning show on Hot 97. He brought me on. And when he brought me on, maybe 2 weeks later, he quit. So he left. I didn't think I was going to have a job, but then they retained my service because I thought I was somewhat funny. Well, long story short, me and Sway have a great relationship. Have a great relationship with Heather B. Heather B, years ago, we used to be on the panel for Ricky Lake's show. She did a call-in for our show a while ago. And everybody knows that Heather B considers herself to be a chef. She calls herself a chef. She cooks. This is probably going to be easier for a white guy to take, but she doesn't clean her chicken. And I know you're looking like, why would you?
Well, I'm a vegetarian.
Oh, you're a vegetarian. That was an easy way out.
Yeah, easy way out.
Yeah, but Heather B.
I've been a vegetarian like 30 years or something.
30 years?
Yeah.
That describes your energy. That describes why you an asshole half the time. Vegetarians got bad attitudes, man.
What?
I don't know if it's because they want meat or what. They be
walking
nasty.
around hungry. That's what
They're walking around. They're walking around hungry. But everybody, Heather B doesn't clean her chicken. She's a good cook, especially if you like sodium, salt, high cholesterol, high blood pressure. Just eat some of her food. But she's a good friend of mine. Very so often she tried to tell the world that I'm not a good cook. She went so far as to tell people that I put lemons in my potato salad. Everybody know you don't put lemons in potato salad. But when I make my potato salad, the mix, I make the mix first before I put them in the potatoes. I put some lemon juice in it. People don't know that. I put the lemon in it. It was a little extra garnish. But what Heather B don't remember is how she invited me to her backyard barbecue, right? And she challenged me to a cook-off. Not only did I destroy the cook-off, I destroyed her in a rap battle. She challenged me, and I spit 16. I know people haven't seen me spit 16 in a while, but I got fire. And this is the same time and I got beef with them now. The same way French Montana has beef with 50 Cent, Donnell has beef with Heather B. And just for some people to not follow me on all platforms, you would know about this beef. I'm just going to rewind and let y'all know how I felt about Heather B trying to disrespect me and how I respond when you disrespect me. Play that.
Yo, don't do this, son.
You got bars? Did you just step up like you had bars?
Freestyle, straight freestyle on these bitches.
And step in the valley of the hyenas.
At the backyard, at the backyard barbecue, tried to do it. Heather B tried to say, but she was a shoe-in. I took it to the next with the garlic noodles. I don't see nobody talking, they like strudels. This is strudels and truffles and ruffles and fuffles and bacon and bits and all that type of shit. We get in the kitchen and make it really happen. I'm about to smoke this joint. Niggas, give me some daffodils. When I come like this and I flow really fast now. Niggas niggas wanna get me cause I'm ash now. I'm a heavy beat, tell her she can't fuck with me. My husband over here talking about divorcee. He want my noodles, he want my flavors. He can't fuck with me, I get the vapors. Donnell, on the flow, this is freestyle. Fuck me, Heather B, I ain't gonna be here for a little while. Oh!
Bang, 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 bang.
You know nothing about that.
And where's a Funk Master Flex? You know nothing about that. That's called fucking bars. So this is a direct message to Heather B, Sway Universe, the shitizens. They call them citizens. I call them shitizens. If you want to battle me, pick a place, pick a time. It don't matter what beat you want to do. It could be a mumble rap beat. It could be Beethoven, Pavarotti. What's his name?
I think it might be right.
Pavarotti.
Pavarotti.
Any beat you want. African, Fela Kuti. Unde be wa 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 we we. Bomba da we we we. Any black dude that got a collection of Fela Kuti is smashing white chicks. That's just it. That gets them excited at barbecues. But if you want to battle me, Heather B, you could do it. We could do it in the booth. We could do it in the backyard. We can do it at your crib. As long as your husband ain't showing up. You know he like to wear them Brazilian thongs. And we can get it in. I had beef with a lot of people last week. Some people names I won't say. You know who it is. But, hey yo. This is the show that's off the cuff and kind of different. Hold on. Acapella. The Donnell Rawlings Show is new and kind of different. Y'all can see if y'all can get with it. Different. Hold on, yo. It's the show all about nothing. But we going from nothing. In 2 years, we be something. Fuck that. Hold on. Let me slow this shit down. All the shit I say is fresh and off the dome. I was walking down the street. I got drunk and I was roaming. People talk shit and want to be me, but they see me late at night when I'm live on TMZ. Sometimes I'm lit and sometimes I'm sober. But let y'all know that like a range, I'm rover, over, the top and in the middle. Hum diddly dum, hum diddy dilly twiddle. Y'all think I'm funny and y'all know I'm nasty. Don't keep asking about Kate Quigley. That's just it. You feel me? She was nice, a lot of fun, but sometimes that fun don't work out good because you on the run. I'm kind of dark, she kind of pale. If y'all want to know where she at, set up a GoFund and let's get her out of jail. I make some money and I make some cash. Shout out to Kate Quigley because she a trade and went on Joey Diaz. Mad Flavors, I like him because he keep it real. But don't forget, this is Ashy from Classy. And I'm hard as steel. Bars, nigga. Fuck is y'all talking about acapella? Yeah, boy. This is Donnell Rawlings. This show is absolutely about nothing. A couple of things I want to touch on. Being a father. The most important thing you can do is be a father in your kid's life. People that have kids that don't take care of their kids are absolutely trash to me. I know sometimes people think the baby mother makes it hard, but push past that, create those moments, create those memories, and be in your kid's life. Whoever you vote for, make sure you vote for them, knowing that this is the person that can be best for you, best for the country, and best for civilization and humanity. Some of our choices aren't that good, but at the end of the day, if we all got a tax plan that we can live to and save us a lot of money, more than on Geico, let's rock with that shit. This is the Donnell Rawlings Show. Make sure y'all check out all my social platforms, at Donnell Rawlings, everything. Subscribe to the YouTube page. Shout out to my girl, Javanta Roberts. She's new to it. She's my associate producer. And I know some of you guys, nasty motherfuckers, when we were talking serious last week, said, can we get her to hang up some more pictures because you're freak. You're freaks. And I can't talk like that because she's my fucking daughter. Some of y'all look at me like, how can she be your daughter? She looks way better than you. Because I haven't had a DNA test yet. It's been over 30 years. I don't give a fuck. Y'all continue to support the Donnell Rawlings Show. Shout out to David Deary. Shout out to Javanta Roberts. Shout out to Kate Quigley. If she ever wants to come back and play with us, she's more than, figuratively speaking, she's more than welcome to come. I could never say anything bad about that girl because she is one of the reasons that I finally got episode 1 off the ground, introduced me to the super producer. She was instrumental on me taking this journey. So sometimes things don't work out. Sometimes they do. But we were starting to have a very stressful work relationship. And she sent me one of the most mature texts. She said, Donnell, I'm going to fall back a little bit because I don't like what the show is doing to our friendship. And I'd rather be your friend than be your business partner. And to that, I said, bitch, you know how many friends I got? I'm trying to get this money. I'm trying to get rich, bitch. The Donnell Rawlings Show, I'm trying not to interrupt. You know there's some haters out there, right? Do you know there's some people out there that said that your daddy ruined RZA's podcast?
Why?
They said I was talking too much.
Why?
Do you think I could ruin a podcast, son? I can't ruin a podcast, can I? Why not?
Because I don't think so. You just had to show him you can't talk too much.
What? I gotta show them I talk too much?
No!
What?
You don't talk too much.
Right, I'm not the interrupter, am I?
Uh-huh. You're not the boss of him.
I'm not the boss of him?
Uh-uh.
Who, the trolls? Yes, I can't let them, and they're not the boss of me, right?
Uh-huh.
So what do you want to tell those mean people and those trolls?
You're not funny.
That's what I'm saying. Who funny? Who? Say who?
Me and Daddy.
Y'all heard it.
I try not to interrupt. I try not to interrupt. Yo, I try not to interrupt. Yo, I try not to interrupt. And I try not to interrupt. And I try not to interrupt. I try not to interrupt. Yo, I try not to interrupt. I don't give a fuck.